Hey YouTube, MarKo with MarKo Custom Build Models coming today with a kit review on the 1971 Mustang Mach 1 by AMT, 1/25th scale, the 007 version. What's inside the box, and what's different from maybe an older release, and what my plans are for this model. They retooled 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1, and they also have the 70 Ford Galaxy police car to go with that if you want to get it. So there's the side here. This is the retooled front end for 1971. The other kits they had were 73, and I think they had a 71 release, but it was a different, it was the NASCAR version, I think. We got our engine here, and also new design wheels. And the whole reason why I bought this Mustang model kit is for the wheels. So we'll take a look inside the box. There's the back of the box here. I already sliced this one open here, so let's go inside and see what we have. We have our chrome tree here. Slice that open there. Alright, so here's our chrome tree here. Now, the whole reason why I got this model kit was for the wheels, which are here with the stock center caps. Looks like they retooled them. They said they retooled them, and this is an original style one that came back in the older releases or promos. You see it's much deeper. The hubcap has more of a curvature to it. The script is smaller. So this is a more correct version of that wheel. It looks like they did a good job. It'll look better once you pick them out with detail. Let me do that, actually. Let me just take a brush and some Tamiya panel line and just see what happens here. Okay, so doing one wheel, I don't know if you can see it on camera there, really came out with the detail. The script looks pretty good. Okay. We have the taillights and engine parts, oil pan, fan. This looks like a grill surround piece. These are some other wheels that come in there as well. Another fan, valve covers, and aftermarket 2/4 setup intake manifold. Okay, there's the back side if there's anything on there that you want to see. Now, the kit is molded in red, which here you can see the body. So it's, if you wanted to build it as a 007 car with minimal paint, you could probably get away with that. So there it is. So they did change the way the front end is on this. They molded in this 71 style front end. So you'd pretty much block that out and then glue on the trimmings. You pick off the headlight rings. It's got some flash here, but nothing too hard to deal with. Nothing unusual for an AMT model. And a line here that has to be dealt with a little bit. Other than that, pretty easy cleanup. It's nice and straight. Looks like there's not a lot of waves on the side of the body, which is good. The interior has nice detail. You got the seats, the center console, and the door panel detail looks like it will pick out okay. Very nice. And then you got your chassis, which is basically one piece. You got the rear end detail, exhaust, and things like that. On a Mustang, everything on the bottom side would be black anyway, so that's pretty easy to paint that. It doesn't have Mustang inner fender well detail, but look okay. Looks good. Okay. We got tires in this model that are white walls. That's nice. Open that up. So you got a metal axle for the rear, and then your four. These are hollow tires with the white wall on them. Nicely printed. Looks like they're right in the middle, which is nice. Get 4 of those, of course. And it looks like the old Goodyear tread pattern. We got our glass. I don't normally open this because it's once you open it can get scratched up, so you can see through the bag there. Taillights molded in red. Looks to be very clear glass anyway. It's hard to tell through the bag, but the glass that's been coming in these round 2 models has been very nice. We got one parts bag here. Got our firewall here, detail on it, master cylinder, things like that. We got the front bumper and lower valence there. Got our wheel backs. It looks like there's some wider ones if you wanted to customize it with some wider tires. Transmission, manual transmission there. Got a hood scoop here. Exhaust manifolds here with detail of part numbers and things molded in. Got some hoses here, an air cleaner. Very cool. Nice detail on the parts. We have this huge hood scoop, which I've used on customizing other parts, like my Piranha. I use that for the air induction scoop behind the on the race car there. We got some seats. Got the seat back here and a custom bucket racing seat here. We got our rear differential and drive shaft and exhaust. There's the other side. Okay. And we have our hood. Now this is the only thing this release always comes with, this sort of with hood scoops in it. I would really like a flat hood. I'm going to have to build one for my build. This is back if you want to make this into a race car, NASCAR unit. You have your front rad support that goes in here, and a custom racing tunnel, another seat back, battery, and outside rear view mirrors. The bottom of the hood does have an indentation to cut it out if you want to have a hole in the hood. Okay. We got to open up our last parts bag. Okay, we got our dashboard, very nice. Got gauges that are all molded in there. Nice detail. If you pick that off, it'll come out really nicely. Got a glove box detail, handle detail, wood grain, and in the dash. Got our dash pad, an upper dash there. We have our steering wheel. Again, I don't know why. Every model kit I buy, that steering wheel is mashed. I can never get a good one. Why is that? Every single one I get. Anyway, here's our exhaust pipes, custom aftermarket exhaust pipes. The rest is all sprue here. Backside if you need to see anything. We have our tail pan here. This is an intake manifold. Got our grill, Mustang grill, probably for another release of the other version. We got roll bars here, seat belts, cylinder heads, intake manifold, some belts, horns, another lower valence piece. We have our engine block halves and cylinder heads. Front water pump timing cover. We got our distributor here. This is another spoiler for it, or bumper, if you will. Flip it over. You can see the detail on the top of that intake manifold. That would be for fuel injection. Okay. And here we have our other engine block here. The two halves. We got our spoiler pedestals. We have exhaust manifolds, timing cover setup, different belt drives, and then we have a 4 carburetor setup here and a single carburetor setup there. Cylinder heads, the wing itself. And then this is some race car ventilation fan. I'm sure this is a sort of a louver setup for the back window. Very popular in the 70s, 80s. This is some other pipes and exhaust, maybe some roll bar, and then another roll bar piece, things like that. And flip it over, you can see the back side if there's anything that you want to see, what you get. Okay, aftermarket dashboard, like a race car, some gauges molded on. Nice thing about extra parts like this, you can always use them in another build, even if you're not going to use them in this. It's always good to have them in the parts box. I've got a couple of wheel backs here. Looks like for the front wheels, and quite a bit of pieces of plastic that need to be cleaned up. But anyway, bottom of the box, we do have our decals. Open that up. Okay, so in our decal package, I love it when they throw in the AMT logo. Those are nice. You get 2 of those. Get the 351 4-valve decal, Mach 1 Mustang decals, and all this striping down the side, as well as the correct license plates, as would be noted on the car. Also, a lot of your clearance lights, headlights, things like that. Nice Mustang logos here as well. So, very nice decal sheet. Okay. And the instructions are pretty straightforward. Okay, chassis assembly, engine assembly, interior assembly, body assembly, and then kind of your final assembly there. Not too many pieces in this kit. So there you go. What can I tell you about this model that I would see being an issue with assembly? One thing I'd like to note on previous build that I'm working on, the chassis is a big one. If you look at the alignment of the wheels, if I get that right, I got them centered in the wheel well. They look pretty good. When you build this model with the chassis it comes with, and I mean I still use the chassis it comes with, but you'll notice that the wheel placement sets the holes are drilled forward in the casting, and they should be almost in the center line here, and it puts the wheels too far forward. And in a past casting, the opposite is true. You can see this has all been painted up by somebody. It's a built up. You can actually see where the pin was set too far back, so the wheels would sit too far back. So when I built this one, I ended up filling in all of the holes and then re-drilling the holes in the correct location so that I could get the wheels sitting in the middle of the wheel well. So that's one thing. If that bothers you, that's one of the issues you'll want to address with this model. My plan is to build an original Gone in 60 Seconds 1973 Eleanor. That's built at the end of the movie. That's all smashed up. So I've been working on beating up some panels and doing some body modifications and cutting out the door so each panel is bent. So I had bought it for the wheels. It's the only reason I bought this model kit. And I may go another direction. Here's a sort of a Ford hubcap and wheel combo out of the Ford police car. That might be something that it gets. So anyway, that's the only reason I bought this model kit. But I wanted to review it so you could see what's inside the box. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this video, please subscribe, hit that like button, ring that bell for notifications, and have yourself a great day. Thanks for watching.